We are Rich and Robin Johnson. We live in Ozark, Missouri. And we're here today just to talk about our testimony, a testimony that has been built really just over the last 6+ years. But we've been on this journey now, which has been a physical battle for both of us. And we're here to talk today about the God of our journey. And it started for us in 2007 when God called us to pastor a small church in Colorado. We moved there in June of 2007 where the Lord really began to do some great things. A smaller congregation, just fell in love with the people there. And in no short order, it wasn't but 4 months, we were there. In October of 2007, Robin was diagnosed with colon cancer.
In that 4 months that we were there, I didn't know I had any cancer. I knew, though, I had a health problem in Springfield, Missouri before we left. But the time they wanted to do a test, it was the day we were going to leave. And our items were on the truck already. We were moving. So they said, promise me you'll make an appointment as soon as you get there. And I did. So as we did, I got a colonoscopy done. And he looks at me, the doctor, and he says, I'm 99% sure that's cancer. So all I could do is tears just dripped down my face. And I knew that God had called us to Colorado. And I had no doubt in my mind. And when God did that, I knew that we weren't going to leave. We weren't going to leave. The people in the church said to me, are you going to leave? And I said, no, we're not leaving. God called us here, but he didn't tell us to go yet.
The doctor knew that they had to get the cancer from get it out of Robin pretty quickly. And so November of 2007, she had her first surgery in Pueblo, Colorado.
So we tugged on and trudged on until 2 years later, then Rich found out he had cancer.
I got up early, what was typically early for me on a Sunday morning, preparing to preach and go to church and get ready for church, and presented with some symptoms that morning that just shocked me. And I thought I had either a very bad kidney infection or bladder infection. ER revealed after a couple of tests that I had what is known as renal cell carcinoma, kidney cancer, because there was a large 12-centimeter tumor enveloping my right kidney. And I went on for about the next year, and then renal cell cancer began to show up in my lungs, both lungs. Long story short, we had no health insurance throughout all this time, had no idea how we were ever going to get the surgeries we needed. God provided that. We didn't want to leave Colorado, but we had just gotten to a point where I was on 2 different types of cancer drugs. And so we made a decision to resign ministry. And it's been 2 years now since we've been back. And in those 2 years, Robin has been since re-diagnosed with more cancer in her liver. Basically told her chemotherapy was the only option for her, and that all they could do was send her home to be with family and friends. 2013 has been a real struggle. Since January, we have both been placed on hospice care now. I've been given 6 months or less. But what is your life? What is your life? It's like a mist. It's here today and gone tomorrow. But what counts is how you live for him today, because that'll count for all eternity. We are living testimonies after 6 years that God is still sustaining us, even when we've been given death sentences, basically. He is the living God. He's the God we serve. We will continue to serve him into eternity.
This is not about Rich and Robin. This isn't about us at all. It really is about people coming to know Jesus.
And we're looking forward to seeing Jesus face to face. We're looking forward to spending eternity with loved ones who have gone on before us, who have had a relationship with the Lord. Looking forward to spending that time together in eternity. And so we want to leave a video legacy that says, don't feel sorry for us. If you're watching this after we're gone, don't you dare feel sorry for us. We just want you to know that you can live victoriously in the midst of your trial. And you too can have faith to believe that the God that we serve is the God in the valley. He's the God on the mountaintop. He is the God who will sustain you in your good times and your bad times, and you don't have to fear. You know, sometimes God does not remove that thing in our lives because He wants us to focus on Him. He wants us to keep in the very forefront of our minds that He's in control. God has been in control of our lives, even during these cancer prognoses and hard times. We have good days, we have bad days. We're real people, but we have a real God, and this is a real testimony of His greatness.
So we're just so grateful for that. And that makes us very thankful and very proud, because the most important thing is Jesus.
Amen.